Hello, in today's video we are going to deal with the suspended ceilings. We have already drawn the contours of the suspended ceiling on the floor plan, and now I will show you the result in 3D. First, we create a monolithic suspended ceiling in which we create a cutout. In the second step, we will create a channel in which we will place a LED strip. Finally, we create another inset where we place spotlights. First, turn off the furniture layer, so not to modify it accidentally when working with suspended ceilings. Let's delete the previously created suspended ceiling and the LED strip, so we can create a completely new one. Let's update the 3D view so our plan is completely clear. We can start making the suspended ceiling, which we can do with the tools in the building menu, Ceiling, Plane Auto Ceiling. If you click into the room, and the suspended ceiling is automatically created. Let's change its properties. We adjust the thickness of the suspended ceiling, which will be 20 cm. We have to set its relative height to 250 cm because our total interior height is 270 cm. Accept it with OK and the changes have been made. We create a recess in the ceiling. Click on the building menu, Ceiling, Recess Attachment, and within it click on Create Recess. We select the suspended ceiling and then redraw the inner contour, which will be the location of the recess. Press Enter to accept it and set the indentation parameters. From the building menu, Ceiling, Ceiling Recess Attachment, Edit Recess Attachment, and then click and select the suspended ceiling. Here the program lists the cutouts and highlights that have been created in the list. So far we have made only one. We are going to modify its parameters. Its depth is 10 cm and the reference plane will be the lower plane of the ceiling, so the distance is 0 cm. It is accepted with Enter, and thus the depth of the indentation is 10 cm. Now we are going to create a channel for hidden lighting. You can also do this with the building menu, Ceiling, Recess Attachment, Create Recess command. Select the suspended ceiling again and the outer contour with a rectangle. Press Enter to accept it. As before, select the Ceiling, Recess Attachment, Edit Recess Attachment command and set the parameters. The second recess we created appears in the list. We want the lower plane of this to be 5 cm higher than the lower plane of the original suspended ceiling. So we rewrite the reference plane to -5 cm. The depths can remain at 5 cm. I'll show you what it looks like in a wireframe model. Here we see the lower plane of the recess is 5 cm above the lower plane and its depth is 5 cm. We accept this with OK. Now we are going to create an island or inset that will be a suspended ceiling part. This can be also found under Building menu, Ceiling, Recess Attachment submenu. Here we will not use the recess but the attachment. We select the suspended ceiling. We now enter the inner contour with a rectangle. Accept it with Enter. The inset has been completed, the parameters of which are being modified. This is also done with Building menu, Ceiling Recess Attachment, Edit Recess Attachment command. This attachment as an island appears in the list as an appendix. We want the lower plane of the island to be at the same height as the lower plane of the suspended ceiling. So we have to set the reference plane 5 cm higher, so that means to set it minus 5 cm. So now they are running in one plane. We accept it with OK. We will place a LED strip in the pre-made channel. This can be done under the menu item Interior Lighting LED Strip. We draw the outer contour around the path and close it with Enter. We adjust the light intensity, dimming level, and the color of the LED strip. The default settings are used. We adjust the width and the height of the LED strip, 1 cm wide and 2 cm high. This is what it will look like. Then on the third tab, we adjust the relative height to 255 cm, so it will run exactly in the channel. Press OK and the LED strip appear on the floor plan. Let's take a look at what we created in the partial rebuilding of the 3D model. You may want to adjust the axonometry. We see the ceiling itself, the channel we created in the ceiling, and the LED strip running inside it. So we also see the completely separate island appears as a suspended element. Now we go back to the floor plan, rebuilding the 3D view. I delete the partial construction drawing. In the next step, spotlights are recessed into the ceiling. Spotlights will be part of the ceiling. Therefore, we add spotlights to the ceiling under the Modification tab. By clicking on the gear, we can select the type of the spotlight we want to place in the ceiling. We choose a series of 6 spotlights. If we need something else, we can modify this type with a little pencil. Here you can select the type of the spotlight. On the 4th tab, we can set the assignment of the spotlights. You can set the item number, step size, and other parameters. Now we will apply the default setting. I will choose the default spotlight series. On the 5th tab, we set the path for the spotlight. You can set the path to a specific distance from each side of the ceiling, or you can specify a different distance. Here the route will be 60 cm away from all sides. I accept it with a green check mark. The spots appear. You need to adjust the vertical offset, which you can specify on the next tab. You need to push it up 4 cm so to be recessed into the ceiling. The cutout must also be specified. We want a circular cutout, so we select a circular profile and enable the cutout. The luminaries have a diameter of 10 cm, so the enclosure size of the profile must be set to 10 by 10 cm. Now we are placing spotlights on the island as well. Here we select a straight path. Set the route to 2 meters from the edges. Accept with a green check mark. We set up the luminaire cutout before, so we don't have to deal with anymore. Now we accept. And the lights in the ceiling were made. Now let's look at the 3D model. First, turn on the furniture layer and rebuild the 3D model. Since the curtain cornice is hidden behind the suspended ceiling, we need to change the contour of the suspended ceiling. On the floor plan, select the suspended ceiling and use the offset instruction to drag the side of the window 20 cm inwards. So in 3D, the ceiling doesn't cut the curtain either. The result is already visible in 3D. In the photorealistic image, we can show the suspended ceiling perfectly together with the spot and LED lighting. Thank you so much for watching the video.